I'm still trying to figure out which way I should look at it. Does Braun Strowman look very, very strong by eliminating every other man other than Roman Reigns? Or he looks like a shit after eliminating everyone and then getting eliminated by Reigns. And Reigns looks very, 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 very strong. So who does look the toughest in this match? Strowman or Roman Reigns? It either makes Braun Strowman very, very strong, or it makes Roman Reigns very, very strong and everyone looks like a piece of shit, whatever. Elimination Chamber 2018. Well, it was a pay-per-view, and I gotta say, it wasn't a bad one. It was not a bad one by no means. It was a nice pay-per-view. I kinda enjoyed it. I think most of the matches delivered. But there's this one thought that always goes through my mind with the WWE right now. You all know what's going to happen during the pay-per-view. You all know Roman Reigns is going to win main event WrestleMania. You all know what's going to happen. And the other thing that always goes through my mind, always goes through my mind is, look at all the women that we have. Are you not impressed? This is Women's Revolution. This is an Elimination Chambers match. By the way, guys, it's a first one. Women's Revolution never been this good. Women never been this good in the WWE. Oh, Ronda Rousey. Oh, she's pretty much going to change the women's division. We get it. Women's division is stacked. You don't need to tell me that every goddamn second. Just focus on the product. Just please. I'm begging you. No. Seriously, please. It was really hard. These thoughts were really running through my mind. I gotta say, most of the matches, the card is terrible. When I did my predictions video, I don't think I realized that. I don't know if I mentioned it. But the card is terrible. Like seriously, other than the two matches, other than two Elimination Chamber matches, the card was kinda meh. You know, a little bit of that meh. Let's be honest out here, it wasn't that good. Why don't we start with the pre-show? Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson defeated The Miz to Raj. Wow, so unexpected. And if I'm not mistaken, yes, I predicted every single match right. Now, predictable is not always bad. Sometimes predictable is for the better. When every goddamn match in the pay-per-view is that predictable, you gotta be like, man, this is a little bit, you know, maybe just a little bit boring. You're leaving pretty much knowing what's going to happen. You're not surprised at all. And I wasn't really like into wrestling. I'm at this point in my YouTube wrestling career, I'm not really that much in the current WWE product. I'm just here for nostalgia. I'm here to play all the WWE games and stuff. So I haven't been watching it for like 2 months, a month like this. I watch some highlights, but I'm not really into it. And even I know what's going to happen, you know? It sucks. It really tells you that there's something wrong. Now, throughout the pay-per-view, one guy really surprised me. I became even a bigger fan of this guy, which is Seth Rollins. I gotta say, this guy is unbelievable. It took me a while to get behind face Seth Rollins because it was really forced at first. Now he's like an underdog who's also very goddamn tough, you know? I don't know how to explain that, but he's a babyface where you just like seeing him. You know, there are baby faces that just fucking suck cock. This guy does not suck cock. He's good. We got Elimination Chamber match. So basically we got Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Mandy Rose, Mickie James, Sasha Banks, and Sonya Deville. Just like I predicted, Mandy Rose was eliminated first because she's a terrible wrestler. Let's get honest out here. Eva Marie 2.0. Then Sonya Deville got eliminated. So Absolution is an absolute shit. They just don't mean anything. And Mandy Rose was eliminated by Sasha Banks with a bank statement, and Sonya Deville was by Mickie James, where she pretty much was on the stop pod. She jumped, like, you know, it wasn't that good. It wasn't that good. You know, it wasn't that good. Don't you tell me it was like really impressive. It was something. It was something, but not that good as the commentators were like, oh my god. Then Mickie James got eliminated by Bayley with Bayley to belly, I think from the top rope if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe I'm just... No. Was it to Sasha? I don't remember, but we had that Bayley to belly. Worst finisher from the top rope. Wow. Then we got Bayley eliminated by Alexa Bliss with a roll-up. Now here's what I didn't like. So I think Bailey did a finisher to Sasha Banks or something along those lines, and she could pin Sasha Banks after a finisher. And it was clear that she should go for the pin, but because Alexa Bliss was late, she was like going for the pin and then stuck in the air. Like, I want to go for that pin, but at the same time I know that I'm supposed to get rolled up, you know, because wrestling is fake, scripted, yeah, shocker. I know you're trying to prove your parents that it's not, sorry. She got rolled up, Bailey. It was clearly a failed spot. Okay, she's pinned. Then we got Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks. And Alexa Bliss won against Sasha Banks with a top rope DDT, which looked pretty nice. Sasha was devastated. And Alexa Bliss got this promo, which I thought was fine. It seemed like she was actually honest, and then she came back to a character. Of course, it was scripted, but the whole presentation was like, every girl is dreaming about that. Every girl is dreaming about that. Keep dreaming because you will become champion, whatever. And she was pretty much crying. I think that was real. It was scripted, but she was really genuine about that because she's really like that. I feel like she's very, very happy in the position that she's in. She looks like a nice human being. And then she was like, don't even try, you stupid idiots, you're not gonna go anywhere, something like that. Came back to a heel position. I actually loved that, and I was kind of surprised it got me. I know I've been watching wrestling for 14, 15, whatever years, and it still surprised me, which it probably shouldn't, but it did. I thought it was going to be like a face turn for her. I kinda messed up, I guess. And this promo of I was dreaming when I was a kid about being a wrestler is pretty much every goddamn Sasha Banks and Bailey promo ever. Then we got Cesaro and Sheamus versus the Titus Worldwide. Now here's the thing, I gotta say, I like the pairing of Titus O'Neil and Cruz. I like these guys. But at the same time, it felt just like a pre-show match. You just gotta be honest out here, it felt like a pre-show. If Apollo and Titus didn't win the match, it's a pre-show. If they won the match, if they would win the match, I feel it's like it would be a great moment, like a big moment. But of course they didn't. They got some offense, but at the end of it, they lost the match. I honestly do hope that they will improve even more, and at the end of the day that they will win the tag team championships. The tag team division on Raw is very bad, seriously bad. Like, they got some talent, but they're kinda ruined. I can't look at Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson seriously because of how they've been booked for the whole time. The only time they looked good was when they debuted and when they were with AJ Styles, and even then not that good. They were just fed to Roman Reigns most of the time. So Revival needs to step up for the tag team championships. Seems like they're going to face Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson right now. So I'm actually waiting for that tag team division to get better. I'm waiting for the whole WWE to get better. It's WrestleMania time, so I think the excitement for me will go up because we will see a lot of great stuff. And I hope that they will keep the momentum after WrestleMania, because right now, there is no fucking momentum at all. Like, it's terrible. Get your shit together. Anyway, then we got Asuka versus Nia Jax. If Nia Jax wins, if I'm not mistaken, if Nia Jax wins, she will be added to the whatever match Asuka is going to choose to face at WrestleMania. We all know it's going to be Charlotte because that's a smarky match. Nobody wants to see Alexa Bliss versus Asuka. That's just like, really, bro. But they're trying to make you think like this is a possibility. No, it's not. No, it's not a possibility. They're like, well, there's a huge chance that we'll know who's her opponent, and WWE are not that stupid, believe me. Obviously, Ronda Rousey is also not going to face her. We will go back to Ronda Rousey a little bit later. Let's talk about Nia Jax versus Asuka. Great match. Both women look good, dominant. I think 50-50 match, in my opinion. But at the end of the day, with a roll-up or some sort of variation of it, Asuka won the match against Nia Jax. Great decision. Doesn't make Nia Jax look weak. And what I've noticed, they don't want Nia Jax and Braun Strowman to look weak, but at the same time they lose most of the time, and they try to do something like, oh man, he's still dominant. So after the match, Nia Jax kicked the shit out of Asuka outside of the ring, if I'm not mistaken, through announce table, or I might be wrong, but something along those lines outside of the ring happened, and you know, Asuka got her ass whipped. So Nia Jax, I don't see where she's going to be at WrestleMania, but something tells me it's going to be Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. Yeah. Or maybe like triple threat match, because Bailey versus Sasha is going to be another match. So separate. That's just my opinion though, I don't know. Got one of the most underwhelming things, Woken Hardy versus Bray Wyatt. Going into the pay-per-view, if you watch my predictions video, I told you that I don't care about this match. It's not a shocker that I don't. And I think someone brought this point. Maybe JD. I don't know. It could be. People don't care about Matt Hardy. They really don't anymore. And when I first saw Broken Hardy in the WWE, when he turned broken, I was like, man, this is great. I was so pumped, you know, it was the best thing going on in wrestling, and they ruined it. And JD pretty much said, it's either that Matt Hardy is ruined and they have no plans for him, or either Bray Wyatt is that fucking bad. And I gotta be honest out here, I hate Bray Wyatt right now. I don't know if it's his fault. Every goddamn week, if Bray Wyatt opens his mouth, if I see Bray Wyatt coming out, I know there's going to be some fucking nonsense spit about butterflies and shit coming from the sky and eating that after dinner. Something along those lines, you know, sunshine with a rainbow of shitty lollipops. I don't care about this stuff. Get real, talk about your opponents. He's like, you guys are dead, and doing the fake laugh. I don't appreciate that. It's worse than willpower.
Your mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever the case may be, there were beach balls, there were Rusev Day chants, nobody cared about it. I feel sorry for Matt Hardy because I know he could be something, really, really something. But they just, you know, it's WWE, welcome. You have a great gimmick right here. Let me ruin it for you. But Matt Hardy won. That was my prediction. With a twist of fate, he's not doing that anymore. He's just like, you know, straight into the twist of fate. 1, 2, 3. I will delete you. And he won the match. I don't know what's next for Matt Hardy. I really, really hope that something new, something with Jeff for WrestleMania. That's the only thing I really want. And then we obviously got the men's Royal Rumble match, which was nice. It was a nice match, not the best one. Clearly not the best one. I don't think there was a really like big spot. The only I remember like the big great spot is Braun Strowman getting Samoan dropped, I think, on the outside of the ring, and Seth Rollins jumping frog splash from the top. So I think that's the only thing I remember that was really like big. But if not, I'm looking through eliminations right now. Hear me out. The Miz eliminated by Braun Strowman, running power slam. Elias eliminated by Braun Strowman, power slam. John Cena eliminated by Braun Strowman, power slam. Finn Balor eliminated by who's that guy? I think it's Braun Strowman with a power slam. Seth Rollins eliminated by Braun Strowman, power slam. Braun Strowman eliminated by Roman Reigns, spear. That's just basically WWE in a nutshell. Whatever. It was a nice one, man. I think it's just like I've said. I don't know if it made Strowman look good or bad. That after all these eliminations, he just eliminated with 2 spears. You know, bye bye, Brony. Brony. So if you guys don't remember who entered the match first, it was basically The Miz, Seth Rollins, and Finn Balor. Then we got John Cena coming out, then we got Roman Reigns coming out, and then we got Braun Strowman, and then we got Elias. Elias tried to avoid Braun Strowman in his spot. Smart thing to do, probably. The Miz was eliminated first, which was like, he has the Intercontinental Championship. We know he's not going to win anyway. It doesn't hurt him that much. He's limited by Strowman. Okay, no one was really hurt besides the Braun Strowman himself. They tried to compensate the fact that Roman Reigns is winning that, so they made him look strong, and they made Braun Strowman attacked Roman Reigns after the match. So it was like, yes, Roman Reigns won, yes, nobody cares, yes, crowd is booing, yes, you don't give a shit, but at the end of the day, here's Braun Strowman, here's the guy that we have. Yeah, instead of winning, why wouldn't you just allow this guy to win? I'm pretty sure everyone would agree. Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar is a much better idea. The match probably not that good. Roman Reigns is a good wrestler, don't get me wrong. I just feel like after this, okay, it doesn't even matter. I gotta be honest. I'm just happy at WrestleMania this whole Brock Lesnar Roman Reigns shit is going to end. I'm really tired of that. Maybe after this rivalry I can actually be like, okay, let's check what's next, because it might be just a little bit more unpredictable. Hopefully. So the match was good. Seth Rollins looked very nice in this match. Wrestling wise, amazing matchup. Braun Strowman eliminated everyone. He's a goddamn monster. Everyone tried to pin him at the same time. He just pushed everyone like pancakes. And not a lot of... I don't think it's a match that everyone will remember. After a lot of years, I don't think it's that type of match. I don't think there was anything really that special. It was just basically Roman Reigns wins, lol. You kinda go into this match being like, okay, can they be that obvious for 6 months that Roman Reigns is going to win? Maybe they've been trying to, you know, trick us. Maybe Braun Strowman is the winner. No, it's Roman Reigns. Don't you get your fucking hopes up. Roman Reigns is here. He's here to win. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video. I'm actually going to watch Monday Night Raw, see what's next, see what's going on. We're going to see Lesnar versus Roman Reigns face off. SmackDown Live pay-per-view is coming up. So AJ Styles versus Ziggler versus Corbin, Sammy, Owens. Of course, I want Ziggler to win. He's not gonna win, so I'm just going to be like, whatever. AJ is gonna win. We're gonna get Shinsuke versus AJ at WrestleMania. Not that bad. So we still have that match, and we have that match for the kids and for other people. Well, I think Lesnar versus Reigns is going to be good anyway. It's gonna be a good match. Don't get me wrong. Believe me, I'm gonna say this. It's going to be a great match, you know. But it just like a little bit forced. Anyways, guys, make sure to hit that like button. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about the pay-per-view. I would give this pay-per-view 6 out of 10. I think that's a fair point. Like, subscribe. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.